Hummingbirds, the flying jewel of in the big world, where giant creatures dominate the sky, and there's a little creature. You can miss it in the blink of an eye. But if you're lucky, caught it twinkling among the bright flowers, flapping its wings so fast, you'll understand why to bow down to that magical beauty. 6 hummingbirds, the smallest birds in. No need to roar to impress. It doesn't need to be massive to occupy. Its weapon is sheer sophistication. Is beauty as brief as the last ray of the day. It's these tiny wings that can fly backwards, to spin and transform like a dancer in the ba when the sun hits its fur. You don't see a fixed color. It's a moving rainbow, sparkling like it. It's not because it has color. It's because its feathers bend the light. It's as if this bird is playing with the sun. It's not just a creature, it's a living miracle. Something that makes us forget about the rush of life. To watch, follow, to admire. To remind that the world is still small, but often unexpected. Hummingbirds are not the kind of birds we see, but once I caught, you'll never forget. A super-powered airplane that's constant. Let's imagine you're a creature smaller than a pencil. But there's thousands of flaps every day. Acrobat, hang yourself in the air and survive. It's a hummingbird's daily journey. It's a relentless race between energy, between fragile beauty and a strong survival. For with super tachycardia, the wings work and the ability to fly against. Hummingbirds consume more than any other bird. Just a few hours without, they can fall into a danger to life. So hummingbirds have to eat almost all day, and you don't have to eat. It's visiting hundreds, even thousands of flowers, sucking every drop like precious drops of life. They're artists of speed, but at the same time, master energy addict. Each stroke is a calorie burn. Every time I stop by it's a precious moment to refuel. Exist ba, the hummingbird's tongue. It's not like any other creature. It's long, thin, can stick out twice the length of the mouth, and especially rolled up like a tiny straw. Every time I stick my tongue in it doesn't suck like we. It uses a fast super fast movement, honey in the mouth, tick. Even their tongues can move up to 20 times per second while. It's amazing. It's such a small body. It's like a machine. More sophisticated than anything humans have. Small but very. We often think the power goes with. But hummingbirds are living proof of the opposite. That in a small body, so that it can fit on a leaf. There's an extraordinary motive behind that even the best engineers have to drop their admire baby wing. It doesn't fly like other birds. They're spinning in figure eight, continuous beating at a speed that can be up to 80. You don't get it wrong. Its wings flap 10. It makes a buzzing like the wind whispering in the forest. And that's how it flies. Hummingbirds can hover in the air. It's like a miniature helicopter. Gently approach each flower, every drop of, without messing with the wings. It's the only bird on the planet. It can fly as if challenging the laws of motion in nature. And when it can accelerate to avoid predators or gallop like an arrow of light. It's incredible that in a body of less than 10 centimeters, there is a restless heart. Beats up to 1,000 to 100. That's faster than any bird on Earth. If the human body works at that, maybe we only survive a few minutes. But with hummingbirds, it's a way of life, it's a rhythm, is the melody of freedom in the vast sky. The color of the spark. Have you ever seen a flying rainbow? Hummingbirds don't just amaze us by the way moving but also mesmerize. Heart with a brilliant appearance to surreal. Every time those wings flutter in the whole little body was glistening. With all colors, from red ruby blue 6 to royal purple, rose and gold like the evening. But the miracle is, these colors don't exist. In the hummingbird, it's not as pigmented as many other. Instead, they have microstructure eyes. It's capable of creates an effect called diffraction of light, in the same way that a soap bubble or reflect the rain. That's why hummingbirds don't have a fixed color. As it flies under the color on the body, it's like wearing a suit of armor. Light changes color. Sometimes you see it's but just tilt your head a little. It's turned bright red. It's not too much to say. Hummingbirds are vividly mosaic in the. It gives nature a magical light. It's not what it's trying to. It's because nature has cleverly a galaxy into that tiny body. And as it fluttered among the blooming flowers, you're not just looking at you're looking at a work of art. Movement. It's painted with light, and it's for small but brave warriors. Don't let your fragile appearance fool. Behind the hummingbird's shiny fur and tiny, it's a brave and emphatic heart. But in its world, every flower is a treasure. Every drop of honey is, and hummingbirds are willing to fight to protect, even though the opponent is many. For you will be surprised to see a hummingbird. It weighs less than straight into another invasion of its. Face the uninvited. It's coming out of my. They can howl with loud noises. From above at breakneck speed. Invisible number. They are as strong as real warriors. And even without claws or their most powerful weapon is speed, boldness, and fearless courage. Even in the breeding season when love is on the throne, male hummingbirds will turn themselves romantic, no less. They're going to jump into the air and then free fall in the shape of an invisible. The feathers glowed like a falling rain. Every stroke is a wordless confession. And if it's not striking enough, it's not. Male hummingbirds won't have a chance to pass. Hummingbirds do not choose. They live in dense forests. Species distribution, a glorious journey of nature. If you could track hummingbirds on a map of the world, it will be a magical journey through the most fascinating parts of from the snow-capped peaks of to the sunlit forests of Central and deep in the Amazon jungle, blue where every drop of it also has its. The world now knows more than 330 species of and they're all precious stones born in America. Which one crosses the ocean to live elsewhere? As if nature chose it. These 6 places are a place for brilliant miracle, my best. For in the cold, high mountains of the Andes, see hummingbirds, living at an altitude of where the air is, the wind whistles, but those little wings are still flapping between the clouds. In the vibrant Amazon jungles, hummingbirds appear again as flashes of hidden escape between the trees, sucking ink from the strange American. Only a few hours. Some outstanding that keeps the world captive. Hummingbird bee by Ham Min level, the tiny jewel of the island. It's also the smallest bird on. It's about 6 centimeters. It weighs less than 2. Watch it fly. It feels like you're looking at a flower. Know how to fly. It was so strong that it seemed as if a wind. But inside, there's a kind of. It's amazing. Hummingbird Anna S. Van Rank, a true artist of North America. It's not just the rose fur, the gold. I also know H. It makes strange sounds in the wind that only patient AI can sense. This bird often appears even in winter. As a reminder, beauty doesn't disappear. East 2. Ancient hummingbird, Ruby Thorodist fan level, the only hummingbird that breeds in the east, striking with a ruby red throat. Every year this species moves more than 1,500 kilometers across. No rest, no stop. With wings as small as miracle, it's hard to believe it came from that. Each hummingbird is its own unique color, a separate melody, an extraordinary journey among the. And even if you stand at the foot or among the forests, heavy rain if suddenly caught a flash of gold in the air, please stop for a. Because that could be the precious gift that nature has just for symbols of life and freedom. In the indigenous world of the where nature is not just a shelter, but also a teacher, faith and hummingbirds are not just birds. They're living symbols of hope, of pure joy, and of the tiniest miracles that the universe created. There were many ancient tribes who believed that when it was a blessing from the gods. It's a sign that joy and light are coming. People, atheist believes that the souls of after the will turn into a hummingbird to keep flying between, bringing new life springing from blood and with blue. Hummingbirds are considered the messenger, is the bearer of whispers from the grass, waking up the ground after a long week. And really, just to see a hummingbird flying, so small that they can't see, but it moves with perfect precision. You will why do people give them sacred things? Sacred, for they're a reminder that no matter how small, you can still shake a corner of the sky. That in this messy life, you can choose to fly flexible, but never stop moving forward. And that the vividness, freedom, and joy don't come from size or from the heart. I can't give up. Hummingbirds are not just a biological, it's a real poem. It's a song without words written with wings. It's the perfect intersection of spirit and inspiration. If one day you feel tired, let's imagine a little hummingbird floating in the vast sky, the wings still beating just to keep flying. And you know what? You will find your own wings. Hummingbirds are not just a bird, they're living works of art that nature has meticulously brought to this world, wonderful masterpieces of resilience and beauty. Every humming, it's all a testament to perfect evolution. From the ultimate to the ability to survive in the harsh conditions, they're the result of millions of years doubt and development. Every detail on their bodies, from their slender wing, brilliant fur to the long tongue, all reflect a delicate evolution where nature is constantly challenging. But what makes hummingbird? It's a little miracle of nature. It's the ability to fly between free and gentle, without any explanation at all. They live as if it's all part of a bigger story, a story of eternal life, not of freedom and endless. The next for time, when you see a hummingbird are passing among the brilliant, stop for a even if it's just a short moment, but it can be a miracle you never want to miss. You will see great beauty in the simple and the strength that lies in the fragility. That's why every time I see a hummingbird, don't just see a bird, see a message, a reminder of perseverance, about the intensity of life, about freedom to fly in the open. And maybe in those quiet moments, you'll feel the interference between myself and it's a subtle connection that we sometimes unwittingly overlook. This bit for thank you for exploring with me the magical journey of humming, little creature, but there are big things in you. In the midst of this sometimes the smallest thing, it makes me stop, look and feel more deeply the beauty of life. If one day you feel heavy, remember the hummingbird. It's fragile, but it's small but still free to fly in the sky. See you on your next journey, where nature always whispers wonders. If you love stories about nature, well, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to continue exploring the beauty of the natural world. Hi, see you in the next. Hello, goodbye.